Okay, let's go. Sure enough, Dread are gathering in number. You hear misplaced laughter nearby, past pile of corpses, a man is single-handedly holding back four Dread with a battered spear. Behind you, Treadreeve, shouts Agner, who shoots you a dour look. If struggling though for being a madman, at least he's the sort who can hold his fear in the right direction. He smiles a mile wide when you realize you're going to have to fight your way out of this. Turn order. Units move in order you place them, from left to right. This order is very important when selling up strategy. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can't stay safe behind your heavy hitters. Okay, I'm ready for battle. No, I mean... Shoot. I should have done that. Ah! Gotta push him back. No. I need to get him out of there. No. Ugh. No, he's dead. He's dead. Ah. Oh, I messed up so hard here. Ugh. Typically, combat can be unforgiving. Don't change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated. Or you find yourself needing a for a challenge. Use the option menu to change difficulty. Don't worry, you can change difficulty at any time, and it has no effect on the story or choice you make. You feel darkness start to close in, and then the sense of being lifted. And you wonder if this is the end. When you regain consciousness, you realize that everyone managed to drag you back to the Great Hall. Rest a moment, he says, I'm going to make sure nobody else is still out there. Oh, I don't know, okay. Okay, one or more units can still fight, but have plenty max strength equal. Spent a number of days wounded. As time passes. You find anyone? A few sentiments sighed. Gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I know you, you've always sworn your way out of talking about Dread. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they're rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until they reach tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their way. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Asked Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought for your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough flag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay down me. Come on, let's get inside. Look, thank God. We made it. The Great Hall is an utter den, filled as if dozens of terrified family. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What's in the depths is going on? Dread! Milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain will I find you, pushing through the crowd. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I made some decisions, but tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? I have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, Rook. I trust my everything on this. The chieftain sighed in that deep and heavy breath. Something. He looks years older. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Arya's right. Of course, we can't just be waiting to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Drake are coming down from the north, Frostville to the west. It closed in it, and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skorg in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create distraction. Then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostville. What if we set the town on fire and left? That is one thing I would not do. We will return here one day, whether I leave to see it or not. And I create a distraction. Chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan, Anthony. Nope. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. Chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she given Alera, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivir. We'll leave when you're clear. I want Gil with us, save Ivir. If something happens to us, I need him to tell the chieftain. Ivir goes off to find him. Let him find you. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come, she says. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. I promise, he says. I'm gonna soon find you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just getting their attention. You stepped in the town courtyard where you can already see dread in your direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, she shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Oh, it's gonna be a tough fight because my soldiers are injured. I have to deal with the big guy because he's so annoying to take because he does so much damage. Oh. Okay. First. This here of her here. Oh, there's an enemy back here. I did not see. Shoot. Ah! I have no range. Oh, he's about to die. Shoot. Oh, thank God you're survived. Oh! Oh, thank God. Yeah, focus on me. Make you come back. Ugh! No one died. Yeah, no problem getting the dread to follow things. Begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them into wood, where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the camera to. And now later, Olaf is the first to spot them there. She points to the road. As you join them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people winning, others missing. A group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Olaf walks beside a covered figure to the open wagon. Old fool, she said, through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you look like a blow to the gut. You continue on to the frostfield in silence. Aloy's hand firmly in your own. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards to see the caravan stretch out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We got to pull them together, see if it'd be dangerous to stop until at least until at least the Godstone. The path should just be just ahead. So pace so everyone can catch up. Give the other a chance to find us. You'll tell those around you at the front. You beckon on the stragglers who pick up their pace, pick up their feet, eventually bringing the caravan back together. However, many curse the slowing pace and the lost time. Far enough for today, I think. Up to date, misery, men and women drop their possession means we got sort of here revolve. What are we doing? We just left our home cause suddenly there were dread. Keaton did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. Huh? How am I supposed to do that? Lie. Tell them everything's going to be alright. Gods, Rook. I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can. Leave with it. Humans are absurd, Rook, fierce when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. You're right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dread. As far as I can tell, chats like this are why we get along so well over here. You see poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternal bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The Godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of him looking in the same direction as you. The Weatherstone doesn't see many visitors, not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come, they sometimes stop to give offerings. I don't have it more than anything else now that the gods are dead. However, it's for the god of hunters and of wild beasts I could be seen roaming the land. As both man and wolf, he was always a spigot and effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dread now. A young girl from a caravan approached you. I made this for you, she said, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she said, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rose Alea, who clings to your arm until she completely awakened. Bad dreams eventually the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostville. It feels like an end more than a start. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen no dread in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. Inherent fear of strangers raised mutter from the caravan. What are you doing here alone? We were hunting here for food when the dread found our village, says the man. When we return, he looks away, unable to finish. If you'll be in no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden world nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. 5 days supplies, nice. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and ends up splashing meat in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts, many throw fists, and a broken bone later. The instigator, rough season, is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry craftsman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than Julie Nobles. Chris hear a public apology from him. Tie him up until he dries out. Laugh off the scuffle. Grabbing her his neck, and you force him to look at the crowd. Apologize for the mess. You demand the men babbles until you squeeze harder. Sorry, he yells repeatedly. Even after you let him go, folks shake their head, but leave the men alone. Okay. Morale is low. I need my morale back up. It's very low. Talking for a guest, I better thank you for helping us out back there. Tyler turned his head, eyes wide as though sometime he was stalking him. Nice beard, Brooke. But that's not why I'm here. Oh, okay, why are you here? Fat clansman. What? They eat. Don't know how to kill the thing, Rook. He rolls the R in Rook graciously while holding out his spear for you to inspect. Look at this thing. They grew on trees. You can make this from a tree. My advice, show them how to stick some pigs or stick a rabbit, a bird. You can't stick almost anything, Rook. Any more helpful advice? Glad you finally asked. Don't trust men just because they have faces and use your mouths. A man will look at you right through his helmet and lies. Should I trust you? Come on, Rook. Am I wearing a helmet? I get it. We all got things to do. Me, I was about to go swim. At least you're keeping clean. Nobody comes looking for you in a pool of water, you know. Don't let me waste too much time there, okay? We'll come get you before we leave. I'll see you around. Only if you keep your eyes open, Rook. You can't help but hope there was nothing sinister about that last comment. How's the arm, Iggy? You found a Joe just outside the camp practicing sword swing. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh yeah, I'm great. Not great, considering everything that's. I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now. But if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I want to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happened to Aaliyah. You protected Alita, huh? Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. I know, I didn't mean. Easy, Gil, I know what you meant. Never seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal, really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I spent a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. He raised it up to show me. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then when my brother died, she gave it to me before she died. I think you're pretty good. Did he say that? That's good. I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dread before, but I don't have much else to do. And how many people get to train with Vod2? Just seemed like I could be a help to someone. That's what I want to be. Oh well. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay. I can tell. Okay, 2 heroes. From over at 40 now. Wow. What do I upgrade? Her health is low, but I want her to break shields. Yeah, I want Archer to break more shields and melees too. Give this to him. Rest for 2 days. So my heroes will be fully healed. Okay. Save this clip real quick. And do another 30 minutes of this. I'll be done with this. Okay. Serious. God, you can save or not. No. Okay. Time to go. Yeah. Turn on this. Yeah. The caravan is ill relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostsphere with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss amongst yourself while you set up your life. Oh, I just wasted time. Oh well. Check the map. What's in the market? I need supplies or food. One round gets 3 supplies, total available 24. 27 rods, 30 supplies still, day worth 8. I have 2 supplies. No, that's 2. Get 24. Yeah. Spent that many renown. I don't know shit, so I don't really worry about it now. Items. There's no point in getting them. One flask. They're all those. This 1, 3, 5, 3. Get this one. Buy more though. Give to him for now. Okay, I rest once. It's time to go. You've only just outside the village with 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to other. My brother is Morgan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostville. A 3rd man. Explosion rage charged up to a group, shut the mouth Hogan. He screams. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True, you can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people to Skrog. I'll have you both guided before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry village, a mob of armed thugs appear, all frown bros and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. There won't be anything to tell once the dread arrive. Let your people decide on their own. Don't want anything to deal with this. Say nothing. We thought that's how it went ourselves. A good number told me to my face he didn't want to be beaten to death by Dread. Dread my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got two choices. Get back to work or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Again, what do you say? So it was unfair that he only asked me. Morgan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, their brothers are simply outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Soldiers yourself, don't get involved. I won't kill men for them defending their home. Side with the villagers. Alright, let's make this fight fair. Side with the brothers. I won't kill men for defending their homes. So this fair fight. Don't get involved. Side with the villagers. Side with the brothers. Should I get involved or not? I hate choices. You step back as one of the thugs lunges forward and it caught in the wrist by Hogan's axe. The air soon rings with the sound of screams and axe heads against shields. 4 men lie dead on the ground before the others run. You hurt, Morgan? No, we should have done that years ago. Nah, can't go around killing for no reason, for no good reason. This was a good reason. The brothers head back into the village and soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Hogan introduces you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing before long you set out again. A little marches quite alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Ola approach you both. Olaf, I have something for you. Olaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Olaf. What's this about? I was helping you seal up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Scar. Come, find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can commit, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Looks that way. Oh, then that means you both quiet for a moment while I let it unfurls the banner. Olive has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You know, on the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Score throughout the years. Justice done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short, but a lot has been sewn in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all this dread leaving home in. Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. It wasn't my decision to make. I didn't want blood on my hands. It was the best of some bad options. So, it wasn't my decision to make. Deciding what happened to other people. I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do. Not exactly my calling either. Yeah, I know that. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Scrog is your burden now. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. At first, sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Aldous before I was even born. He wanted a boy, so badly. Strong woman, what does that even mean? Never cared for that expression. It means you're going to be okay. People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my own feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feels like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, but it's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you ever talked. You asked me to come find you. Yes, is what the banner. I thought about it for a long time. He asked me to give it to you, if something happens. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they will follow you. Come on, Brooke. This isn't the time to pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. I'll do my best. I think so too. Listen, I know I dragged this out. Truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alita. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Let's just farewell, seeing them off with extra supplies. Remind them that they're free to do what they please. You think you'll survive out there on your own? Wishes fires well. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder, and the fighters depart. Complaints of orphans, excuses, goods of drink, and have resurface. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snag canvas through a campfire. Near to the supply wagon aflame. Clam to put out the fire on both the wagon and rest his leg before leading him to you. Banner from drink camping your utters in the future. Punishing physically. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Rich gargly agrees, slurring his way through, promises quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their businesses somehow. He doubt it'll be long before he manages to find another drink, whether you allow it or not. Dread, shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Ruffian, the unabashed junk, staggering towards you. Looking not entirely sober, he screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fires pull through their weapons. Scouts return with no sign of the fierce men surrounding us. Bands starting from the caravan, let your clans deliver justice. Ready yourself against Judge in the case. The men's meager belongings and some food are thrown in the pile. As everyone moves on, he's tied loosely to a tree. He expects he'll break his bond to fence you. Once he's sober up, please, I swear. He pleads to your back, finding ways in his plight. Whether it's dread or imagined or not, you don't expect to see him again. It's gonna be a troublemaker anyway. I can't deal with it.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostweller now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
He jostled through fellow crowds, a sunken face, who appeared as though they'd been freezing in front of Frostville for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stand outside in the open like this. Olive invites you amongst many refuge. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let inside into the city. Why? It's everyone with Rawl from Bloxburg, Greyhorn, people from Britta. All the nearby villages to Dread are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostfield has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the dread comes, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I want to know more about what's going on in here. I see a lot of people gathering around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out why they're here, you know. How would we get in anyway? They close the gates. I can get the gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. That seems like a dumb idea. Renown gets 3 supplies, solo level 21. 9 days, yeah. Nothing good for items. Rest. You spend a whole day at the rest house. Everyone gives you some story. The chief just stuffs himself in the gate hall. Close the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here. Adds a little. We could help them. Ego pulled you aside. I followed outside of the city walls, he said, and there is a water passage you could squeeze through. I think not the whole carrier, but if a handful of us get in, we might be opening gates from the inside. The rest house is overflowing refuge, is sick or wounded and noise. tend to the wounded. Eleanor spend the day along with others and your caravan treated wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gate. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts for food around. All it tells you. Could be a way in and a surprise. Next time they send a car, we bring it back in. Or protest. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Leave the food car alone. I don't want to get involved with others are going to suffer for it. You say you return to what you were doing. You even try something else. You approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered in a total bloody space. In front of the door, several pincushion bodies lie, unclean as though they simply belonged there. Just on the walls makes it clear that nobody will be getting in, men or women, below. Many call for mercy and reasons when they are not flinging stone liquors. However, do you really expect to push these gates open? Shut the guards at the wall. I am willing to try. Despite sizing up doors, that looks like they could hold back an army. And when a man starts shooting arrows and pouring out to stop me, then you kill them. He says, "You're not sure this is the most sound plan. We're not doing this." To the terrible idea, you say, "We don't even know how many are in there." Albert folded his arm. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earliest bruise. You spent an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the sheriff didn't shut himself in, closed the gate, and refused any more refugees. He got huge stores of supplies in there. Two adds one more. They're just hoarding them. Shout to the guards. Word from guards. Open the gates. You shout to the archers. Not expecting much. You get as much as responsibly expected. You leave the crowds and head back down to the hill. There are a lot of people gathering around the rest houses. Say the Lord's point, maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. Okay, so the sewer tunnels. Next. I'm gonna call it here, guys, for this stream. I've been doing this for 2 hours and my throat is killing from talking. If you like the stream, hit that follow button so you don't miss no more of the streams in the future. If you're watching this from YouTube, if you like it, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss no more content. And go on my Twitch channel too so you can catch up to the streams. Or Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, go on my YouTube channel so you don't miss no content. Or Vod I put it there. Yeah. Thanks and have a good day.